24 inches, and you can make stones anywhere from 80 pounds to 380 or 480 pounds. But I think for just the purposes of athletic development, a stone like this is great. And you don't have to stop at the shoulder. You can also press the stone overhead. Did I get it?
Yeah.
Did I lock it?
Yeah.
You give me credit on that?
Down.
I didn't hear it down. So, I mean, it's just like a sandbag. I mean, almost any lift that you do with barbell or dumbbell you can do with a stone. It's just going to be a hell of a lot harder.
Are you skipping it? I noticed on Strongman, I guess the function of load to go to the lat first.
All right, great point. Yes. With this stone, because it's smaller, I can get my hands wrapped around it really nice. I can pull right through that zone. So, what he's talking about is the lat portion of the movement. So a lot of times you'll see the strongmen on TV, they'll lift it up past their knee, and then they'll pop one leg in. So now they've just created a shelf for the stone. And then what they do is they correct their grip so that they either go around or they'll go over top. Okay? But what they do then is they propel with their glutes upward in order to load it onto the platform. Okay? So this is kind of a transitional move, and then they'll pop with the glutes, triple extension, and drive that stone upwards. And for the bigger stones, like I said, you can either go around or over top. I like to go around because my arms are really long. A lot of people, when they go out like this, they can't interlock their fingers, but I can actually interlock my fingers on like a 21 or a 22 inch stone. If you can't interlock your fingers, if you go around, you have to kind of like clamp in, which is tougher than if you go over top and really roll it up your body. But again, it's a tremendous amount of glutes and then thoracic extension, which I think Todd Berkey was talking about earlier. A lot of people think with these lifts that you're arching your back, and that's not the case. The first thing that you want to do is fire your glutes, and then your thoracic extension, proud chest, it'll actually pop. It'll pop the stone up onto the platform. In competition, you don't want to be too violent with that popping, because if it goes over top the platform, you have to actually go pick it up and put it back on top. So you really hurt your time. But it's totally possible to just propel the stone right up off of your chest. So, what other questions? Go ahead.
Would you incorporate this at the end of a strength workout? Would you eliminate a strength workout for a week and just do this kind of stuff? Or would you just stop doing all other strength work and just work with this for...
Are you working with a group, or are you talking about your own training?
My own.
I would dedicate a day to the odd object stuff, or maybe do like your strength-based movements and then do this. There's a lot of power and this is super multi-joint.
So like finisher type.
Yeah, like a finisher, but it's going to be like a half and half, where you're going to do like your basic stuff and then your stone lifting. Because after this, you're trashed. Yeah. You might be able to, you might be able to hit a few reps of curls. You know what I'm talking about? But generally with stone lifting, where it's near your max, you're wasted, man. It's like really high intensity, near your 1 rep max of clean and jerk. It's for real. Because there's so much power involved. So with a group of guys, you probably just want to have them give it a try with really light stones, manageable stones. Maybe 3 to 6 reps a piece. Maybe make it part of a circuit. Another great way to train with stones is triples from the lap to the chest position. So you get it to the lap, and now we're going to perform a speed triple up to the chest. If very, very effective. And that is one of I have a good friend, CJ Murphy from Total Performance Sports. He's one of the pioneers in putting strongman training into athletic training, and that's one of the ways that they started using stone lifting in their training was triples like that. Because if you just go from the ground up to the platform, it just takes so much time to load it. Then you have to grip it, roll it back down, drop it on the floor, resituate. Whereas you're getting all the benefit you really need to stand sideways, just like this, with the triple from the lap to the chest. So, I mean, I could go on, but I'd love to see some of you guys give this stuff a try. So who's up? Come on in. No, go ahead.
I use strongman a lot in my conditioning with my athletes, and the stone is an awesome way to teach the clean without needing the skill of like keeping the bar close, exploding from the proper point. Because all power clean is what is violent hip extension. That's what stone in the shoulder and the stone is violent hip extension. So if you do like a one time from the ground, it's like doing a power clean, popping the hip. Or if you lap it, it's like doing a hang power clean.
So you can see there, he was able to generate more power from the floor because it's all one move, just like with the hang clean. It's more abbreviated. You got to pull from like that dead stop. You don't have that distance from the floor up to get some momentum.
I personally like the one-time way better.
Yeah.
Laughing it.
Yeah. A lot of times in the strongman competition, it'll start out with small stones loaded to a short platform, and then it would go to heavier stones loaded to taller platforms. So you could even do that. You could set it up so that you have multiple platforms as well. With the Slater molds, you can buy one mold and then buy inserts as well. So they make light inserts. So the insert actually is suspended inside of the mold after you close it up, and then you pour the concrete mix inside, and that insert takes up space inside of the mold so that you don't put as much concrete in there. So really, with one mold, you can make at least 3 different stones. You make one where it's just concrete, make one where it's a lightning insert, and then make one where it's like one of the lead inserts. It'll actually make it heavier. And then, heck, you can go from there. You can add in different sized inserts. They make all kinds of different inserts. You can stuff things in there like chain, or if you go to like someplace where they, like a mechanic or something, where you have to cut steel and stuff, that you can get like the raw ends off of stuff that they've cut. You can shove that in there. You know, all kinds of different things that'll take up space or make it heavier. You just have to know what the relationship is, you know, as far as the weight between concrete and the thing that you're sticking in there. If it's lighter, it's going to make the stone lighter. If it's heavier, it's going to make the stone somewhat heavier. So who's up? Don't be shy. Maybe you want to start on the sandbag. Did you want to try the stone, ma'am? I thought you were getting the water to